I don't know why, but I think much better in my car. Maybe because it's a change of environment. I'm not at home, not being distracted. Today, the kids are home and I just can't work. Why? Because it makes so much noise and it's hard for me to focus. Why not just do the podcast from the car? And that's what I'm doing. Because I'm sticking to my plan. I said I'm going hard. 2-week contract. I'm halfway through. No, I'm more than halfway through. I think I'm like 11 episodes deep of uploading consistently, and I'm very proud of myself. And I just want to share that news with you guys. But in today's episode, what I want to talk about is, are you setting up a vision board for yourself? Or do you set up vision boards for yourself? Vision boards work very, very well because it keeps you, it's a reminder for you to just remember what it is that you're trying to achieve, stay on track. Too many people say they want things, but they don't even write it down. They don't visualize it. They say anything that you want, you create it twice. The first time in your mind, and then the second is in reality. But if you don't have a plan of action, a vision board, or any of these things, it's not gonna come true. It's just a dream, or a wish as they call it. You need to put what it is that you want on paper. If you're somebody that likes to use digital products, then on the computer. But for me, I like to visually see it. For the last couple of years, I've been using a vision board, and it just gives me clarity. Another thing, what you shouldn't do when creating a vision board, don't put it in a spot that you're never gonna see it. Because then how are you gonna remind yourself to what it is that you're trying to achieve? The vision board is the long-term goal. From the vision board, you should be able to say, what am I going to do this month to get one step closer, 1%, 10% closer to my goal, whatever it is, or my vision. The vision's the long term. Then you want to break it down. Start with the month, or even start with 6 months. In 6 months, where should I be in terms of achieving my vision board? Then you say to yourself, 6 months, then in 1 year, where should I see, 1 month, where should I see myself? From 1 month, this week, how do I get closer to being near that 1 month goal? Do you see what I'm doing here? I'm breaking it down into smaller goals. Make them into bite-sized goals, because if you can make them into bite-sized goals, it'll be much easier to achieve than you struggling to try and figure it out on a day-to-day basis with no plan. I say this a lot, but to fail to plan is to plan to fail. Journaling, scheduling your tasks the night before will help you get going for the day to come. Why? Because you won't have to think about what it is that you need to do. You already listed out the steps that you need to take, or the action plan that you're going to do. So doing it the night before, it's one less thing that you have to do the next day. I know it's going to be one less thing to allow you to procrastinate. The week for the month. Now you know what you're doing for the week. What are you doing on a daily basis? Or is it on a Tuesday I'm going to be doing X, Y, Z? Or for the next 3 days, this is what I need to do, or X amount of hours, whatever it may be. I encourage you, start vision boarding. You can use Canva for free. You can draw pictures. There's so many different things that you can do. You can use magazines if you're that type of person, or cut it out of books, and just create your vision board. It's a fun exercise to do. Do it with some friends or family so that you guys can hold each other accountable. And every so often, just write how much closer you are to your vision board. And don't be afraid to change something as you go along. Maybe something happened and you need to change that vision board, which is fine. But you need to just always have something in front of you that you're trying to achieve. Or you're just going to be a hamster running on that hamster wheel. And running on a hamster wheel is not fun. I don't understand how hamsters do it. Lovely. Geese are crossing the street and I can't go. Did you know, fun fact, did you know that it's an offense to hit one of these birds and you can be charged, I think it's federally? Crazy, right? These birds, I tell you. I wanted to leave you guys with that, doing a vision board. That's the first step into becoming a more productive person. And I plan to do a full video on productivity. It's gonna be a cool video, and it's something that I'm gonna try along with you guys. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with the content that I drop, and it helps with growing my channel. Today was my first day of executing my new plan for YouTube. It went quite well. At first I was stumped as to what to do, but as I got into the rhythm of it, I was like, oh, I could do this. I was like, man, I wasn't thinking. However, one thing I did forget to do, I forgot to write down those extra steps that I did in terms of my day one plan. When I get back home, I'm gonna write that down to make my day one plan better for next week. So when I do my day one plan, I'll know exactly what I need to do, which will save me time and less idling while trying to figure out what it is I need to do for that day. I'm proud of myself for doing that. Give myself a pat on the back. Yep, that's day one. Day one is complete of my YouTube formula to help me save my time when creating content. And once I get a good grip on it, I'm going to share my whole process with you guys so that you guys, whoever is looking to start doing YouTube, you have this formula as well. Last night I was like really excited. I went to bed. No, first I was reading. Then I went to bed and then boom, an idea hit me. And I was like, man, if I try to remember in the morning, I'm just gonna forget. I ran and I got my journal, and then I journaled in my bed with the lights off. I have a little lamp that I use that I can oversee what I'm writing. Did that, and the ideas just kept coming and coming to me. So just kept writing and writing, because for some reason when I feel like I write it in my phone, I just forget about it. Or I don't know if you're guilty of this, but you'll say to yourself, oh, I'll write it down in the morning, or remember in the morning, and then morning time comes and then you don't remember it. You're like, damn it, I should have wrote it down. This time I said no, I'm gonna write it down as like it's coming to my head. It's all towards the YouTube channel, but I was just really excited about seeing it, and I really just can't wait to share it with you guys, because I think this is gonna be something that's gonna be transformational for my content creators, my business owners. You guys are going to really like what I have in store for you guys. But I just want to share that with you guys, that if you have the idea, don't wait. Don't write it in your phone. Get a journal. I don't know what it is about writing, but when you write things down, it just has a whole different effect. I encourage you, get a journal. Keep it by your bedside. Whenever you need to write something, you have an idea, just write it down immediately. One thing I do hate, I think I'm going to get like a marker that I can write in the shower. I get ideas in the shower, and by the time I come out, I forget. I'm gonna find maybe just use a Crayola marker, because I can wash it off, and just write my thoughts on the tiles as they come to me. Because I always have some crazy ideas when I'm in the shower, but I never have anywhere to like write them. And I don't like touching my phone, because if it falls or gets in the port, then there goes my phone. So I'd rather be safe than sorry and not good thing. And I'm not buying a case just to do that either. But that was something I just wanted to share with you guys. The bedside journal, the vision board. These are things that I'm going to be implementing in the new year and sharing with you guys. I usually keep this stuff to myself, but I want you guys to follow along with this journey and join me on this journey. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to join my community of wealth builders. And I'll see you on the next video.